On this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS, I don't know what's hitting me harder, the IPAs or the mushroom jerky I have been eating. It's all interesting, and you know what? We're in for a good time. We're going to play a little round of Howard's Hot Takes. It's sci-fi TV shows this time. Plus, one member of the show is really struggling. Really struggling tonight, and that's okay, because it'll be for your entertainment. And that's great, because that's what you expect when you are here on the Triple B, because when you're here, you're in a good place. Welcome to the show.
It's Howard Blues and the Mark Kidder. Pour a cold beverage, pull pussies, enjoy time with friends.
Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks, okay? Oh, come on.
Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast that's fueled by mushrooms and rage. Lots of rage. Lots of terrible, horrible IPA-fueled rage. I am your host, the living embodiment of Charlie Brown, Howard Blues, who does big arm gestures because I've been drinking. Yeah. Anyway, I'm here, as always, with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder! How you doing tonight?
It's not about the size of the gesture, it's the meaning behind it.
Yeah, you know, the other annoying thing that I have noticed in all of the editing of these episodes is every now and then when I'm trying to, like, tell a story or recall something, I will close my eyes when I do it. So the number of times that I have to cut to a shot of myself going, and it's like this, and I'm like, oh, open your eyes, Howard. Open your damn eyes. What are you doing?
It's just Stevie Wonder explaining something. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that you pick up on, you know, kind of like the fact that JS takes and holds that first consonant of every swear word he says for an ungodly amount of time. That makes me question if the beep sound effect I have will last long enough, or if I'm going to have to edit a special longer one, because my God, man, if you're going to swear, just get it out already. I've been drinking. Anyway, Kidder, we're joined by some guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should introduce them, because they are returning for what, in theory, should be the last week of IPA Appreciation Month, but I think we're all behind because some of these IPAs were a little extra this year, and I think we're going to go into extra weeks.
No, it's over.
We're
ending the month, and those
Mr. Falcon,
they're going into the garbage. Yes, I'm eating jerky to get rid of that.
I was about to interrupt you and say you shouldn't waste good beer. And then I realized we're not talking about good beer, so.
And enjoying it.
Spilling the knowledge.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Doc is back, enjoying his inaugural run of IPA Appreciation Month from afar. Although he's not partaking of IPAs, so.
Peter.
Is he really in the spirit of it? That's it. No.
I would say I'm exercising wisdom and discernment in not participating.
And
he's well educated as to why you shouldn't drink them.
I would say you're cheating, and you're making us drink the crap.
This is why
he make you drink anything.
This is why he is the Triple B wise man, because he's smarter than us all.
For the record, the alcohol that I brought, you enjoyed. So
yes,
which is why next time I come, I am bringing more of that Imperial cherry cider, and Kidder can just roll with it.
No.
Also joining us, you've seen him jump in with his own snide comments, and there's going to be a lot of snide comments in this because we've all been drinking. But it is the one, the only, the Triple B armorer who's fighting a Beretta who seems to be giving him problems. But it is one JS Gunslinger. JS, how you doing tonight?
Doing good, but I am getting hammer follow in my Beretta, so I need to take the internal sear out of this thing, which if you've ever worked on a Beretta, you know, sucks balls. But we're going to do it because I'm getting hammer follow, and I have a 1,000-round class at 7 a.m. in the morning. So I need this thing to work.
I'm pretty sure they make a pill for that. Anyway, also joining us, coming to us live from that undisclosed location, somewhere behind JS. It's none other than Big D. Big D,
Awfully bright for a bunker.
how you doing this morning?
Yeah, doing all right. See, after the last IPA that Jay has had, no way I'm getting behind him because it looked like he was going to do horrible things to his internal organs, all that blowback and all those rounds of ammunitions over there. No, not going to do it. But always good once again to be back with the LA Knight and George Takei of internet podcasting, because yeah, Kidder, every sip of IPA you're going, oh my, and Howard, every reaction Kidder gives you, you're just going, yeah.
Oh my.
Big D, I have to admit, in the having drank from the recording we just did, I was meaning to somehow introduce you as the gentleman who has my son baffled about how you are clearly in Saturday while we're all still in Friday. Tonight, while he was getting ready for bed, he was like, but how is it morning where he is while it's,
Alcohol. That's how.
So
You get transported to whatever dimension and time and space that you want.
yeah. So anyway, you got a 5-year-old here in North Dakota baffled about how you are in the future. And so, yeah, I was going to make that some part of an intro, and I've just forgotten until now. So there you go.
You could have written it down.
And he still doesn't give us lottery numbers to help fund this show. So what an asshole.
And hey, speaking of assholes, it's IPA Appreciation Month, which means I gave the guys a bunch of IPAs, which just means it's time for everybody's favorite segment, except for at this time of the year. It's IPA Appreciation Month's What's on Tap. I have drank too much. Hey, Big D, I keep throwing to you because you don't have an IPA, and therefore you I'm building the excitement for this. So what do you have in this fine morning that's not an IPA?
So I'm trying to mix it up a little bit as much as I can. So I'm going with the energy drink theme again. Probably not something
a monster
cardiac patient should have, but what the hell? 0 sugar, 10 calories in the can. Monster Ultra Fiesta Mango. I have it simply because it is something I've not had before. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is the part in IPA Appreciation Month where I tell you there is actually precisely one IPA option that I could have gotten. They sell it here in a box, in a can, but it's non-alcoholic. So no, doesn't count. So let's see what we get here.
I hate to tell you, Big D, as the inventor of IPA Appreciation Month, I think you should have been suffering with all of us. And it would be even more suffering, because not only would it be an IPA, but a non-alcoholic variety.
Yeah, you get hosed and you don't even get drunk from it.
That is the sort of torture that I'm going to make a note of for next year's IPA Appreciation Month. One NA IPA. So you don't even get the enjoyment of the buzz from it.
Well, that's just me reclaiming my trolling title by bringing that up.
You better enjoy that. That's delicious.
It's pretty good. I'm going to, in like fashion as the last one I had, I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5. 4 because there's no alcohol.
So, Big D, I don't know if you can get this over there, but I picked up one of these today. It's the fire department coffee, the black cherry bourbon. It's really freaking good.
But it looks intriguing.
Yeah, it's actually really good. This is the first one of the fire department coffee, the FTC coffees I've tried, and it's pretty damn good.
So I would say after I get back out of my undisclosed location and back home, I would say, hey, I'll Venmo you some money and you send it to me. Trouble is, customs will confiscate that because why not? It's a U.S. Germany thing. I won't pretend to understand it. It's just how it is. Coffee is somehow rationed over there for us, U.S. service members specifically. It's a thing. Yeah.
That's annoying.
Wonder if I could write the FTC guys and see if they'll like hand deliver you some.
So
Anything possible.
before I throw it to somebody else, Kidder, help me remember, which I know this is asking a lot, but at some point in an episode of the Triple B, we should do your rating of like energy drinks. Because I know you drink a lot of the different monsters and all of that. So what would be Kidder's, like top energy drinks? I've given you some time to compile that list. And in that case, I'm also throwing it over to somebody who I'm also is pretty sure is not joining in on IPA Appreciation Month, except to watch the pain and misery. That means we're going all the way to the West Coast to the Triple B Wiseman, the Doc. Doc, what are you having this fine evening?
I'm still working these out of the fridge, so
The
we're
pink
on
poison.
the pink poison. The pink
Whoa.
poison.
So, I'm curious. I notice you have a lot of the beasts. Do you just have the entire Book of Revelation in your refrigerator?
Wow.
Not for much longer. Not for much longer. We're almost done. We're almost done.
I think Big D just told the first biblical joke on this show. 229 episodes in, we finally go there.
Well, I resisted on the last episode because the actual reasoning that made the change for hops to be not only accepted but the primary vehicle for making beer in Germany was actually the Protestant Reformation, because they were sort of sticking it to the Catholic Church because the Catholic Church was part of the group that was saying no hops, no hops, no hops. And so they were like, we don't have to listen to you anymore. And so it became what it was.
I'm glad you shared that now, because now I can use this graphic of the more you know. Always glad when I could break that out. And with that, hey, JS, since you're a guest, which terrible IPA are you having?
Aaron Daggers.
Actually, that'd be Staring Hammers.
Can't really see that hammer, though, because it's like blending in with your shirt there.
You're not wrong.
But
Left or
that's
right?
good, though, because it allows you to be sneaky with it.
Mm-hmm. Howie, left or right?
I like to be right at least once an episode, so right.
4 6s. 4 6s, Grit and Glory, authentic craft beer it is the Hazy Session IPA. Fuck my life. Easy drinking IPA with notes of citrus and pineapple. It is only 4.8% alcohol, so maybe I won't die. 12 ounces, brewed and canned by Grit and Glory Brewing Company in ball cans in San Jose, California. Heritage runs deep, but hopefully not too deep in the IPA.
I'm really interested to see what some other people think of this, because, as I said,
What's that
unfortunately, I
one look
think
like?
I was.
You killed him.
What's that can look like? Which one?
That one.
No, that's
It's got
4
the mark of the devil.
3 6s. So it's different than the beast.
There we go. Now it's the devil's beer. Okay, so the palate is all kinds of from that Raging Inferno, Raging Furious Imperial. This could be palatable. After being completely bent over with no lube from that Raging Furious crap.
I wonder why there's notes of citrus and pineapple, but it's lying on the can, and the hook is grabbing you by the testicles.
I just honestly, I just taste beer. I don't taste an overwhelming amount of IPA. I don't taste an overwhelm. Like, I don't taste the citrus. I don't taste the pineapple. I don't taste anything but like a Bud Light with maybe a little bit extra Christmas tree in it.
At least this one doesn't make me want to throw up right away.
Yeah, we're going to have to get the local geek to try that one before having one of the higher ones, because I kind of had the same reaction to it. I had it after a double IPA, and it was like, I don't taste the pineapple. I don't taste the citrus. It tasted like a very watery beer to me. And I have another one. I might put it in the fridge, and one of these days after IPA Appreciation Month, have that just to give it a fair chance. Because I struggled rating it, because I'm like, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to taste, because it's coming off of something so potent.
Just try some pizza, maybe that'll clean the palate. But it literally, it just tastes like a Bud Light tastes better than this right now. Like it, there's nothing to it. I don't know. Maybe a 2. Maybe a 2. I don't know. Maybe it could be a 2.5, maybe a 3, but it's got nothing to it. It's just a watery, plain, nothing beer. But again, I can't tell because my taste buds have been sodomized.
Yeah, as I said, I'll have to send a note. Kidder, a rating from you, if even possible.
Not as bad as that last pile, the Inferno, because I still have a migraine that the whole top of my head just hurts, just screaming.
Yeah.
I taste 0 pineapple in this. I taste too much grossness, and at 4.3%, not worth my time. 0.
Yeah. Interesting. Jen, since I had that 2 weeks ago, I don't know which one I should go with. So hey, JS, we'll play this in reverse, left or right.
Left, because you're wrong.
Damn. That's a little worrying, because you have just set me up with the Bell's Tropical Hop Slam Double IPA.
It was between that one and the Raging Furious Imperial IPA that was going to be my first beer. And unfortunately, the Raging Furious ended up coming inside.
This was brewed and canned by the Bell's Brewery of Comstock, Michigan. It is a 9% alcohol by volume. Howard is going to be feeling this. And all it says is slammed with tropical hops. Kidder is sending me things for Star Trek whiskey.
Yeah,
it smells hoppy.
A brighter side of life.
Well, as Monty Python always says, always look to the bright side of life.
I find myself feeling more and more like Barney from The Simpsons every day. Especially when I drink.
I mean, I think there are tropical notes with this. It is very hoppy. And I'm not going to lie, I had that first sip and immediately my whole world started spinning.
See? This is why IPA should be banned.
Always going to be in 4-wheel drive again by the end of the night.
IPA Appreciation Month has been a little hard on those sorts of things. So I'll come back to me for a rating on this thing.
Sitting here around the fire, figured since I missed joining you guys last week, I'd partake in one of these IPAs. I'm going to have the Hop Slam Tropical IPA. Sitting around the old campfire. So we'll see how this thing goes. Ooh, that one is a hoppy one. Oof. It's not bad though. It's definitely not my favorite, but I'd maybe give it like a 1.5. So not a terrible score, but there you go, 1.5 on the hop slam.
It's
0, 1.5.
I might have to eat some more of those mushrooms from last week to.
Oh, good God!
Those aren't helping.
But they're right here. They're right here. Also, speaking of right here, and I don't know, AI. And,
Right here, right now. I don't know the rest of the words.
I seem to have lost this.
Watching the world wake up from history.
I got to playing with stuff because, I can't help myself.
Oh boy!
No.
So playing with AI, dog grooming cowboy JS Gunslinger, wise man the Doc, troll minister Big D, Star Trek fan Mark Kidder, and the living embodiment Charlie Brown drinking beer as painted by Pablo Picasso.
Tried to make me an actual troll.
It's
I'm not even mad.
I'm gonna guess that Kidder is the guy who's supposed to be Yoda, and that it messed up Star Trek and Star Wars.
It also put Van Gogh in the background instead of Picasso.
Yeah, it gave me a couple of options. So this was option 1. Here's option 2.
Big D's definitely in the middle.
I'm just
Probably
wondering
me in the background.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is the old guy on the left is what the other AI used for JS Gunslinger.
Here's what I thought you would notice. The old guy on the left is like photorealistic, whereas the guys in the background are all painted.
Uh-huh.
He's also holding
it also looks like I'm trying to cut the dog's throat. I can't tell what I'm holding there, but
yeah. And then here's the last one that it gave me.
These are definitely signs that AI wants to murder us all.
Yes.
It very much thinks that Star Wars is Star Trek because it's turned you into Yoda like 3 times.
That's the truth of it. Like, Kidder's the only one in all of these that I'm like, it's the green guy. Well, I guess Big D I put as a troll, but I don't like. You can't tell. This is just like 3 old angry guys with beards. Yeah. Anyway, so whoever said AI is the wave, they still got a lot of ways to go. But I thought, like, after the like brilliance that we got last week of JS painted by Pablo Picasso, I was like, oh, this could be really good. And then it's like, this is what you gave me.
So I got to put this tiny ass spring down inside of here in this little notch down in here, and then line up the frickin' sear with that little tiny pinhole inside of it.
All while drinking glorious IPAs.
All while drinking some horrible, terrible IPAs. You are correct.
Yeah.
There's a reason that they don't let you take apart this part of the gun there, Big D.
Yeah, I was going to say, any M9 proficiency class that we do, we go and, function check, take it apart, clean it, but we leave that hammer the hell alone. No. And now I really do see why, because that looks horrible to try and fiddle with.
It is not a fun part to put in and put back together. It is kind of a to get back in here. This is worse than a 1911 to put together. If you've ever taken the trigger pack in a 1911 apart, this is far worse.
No, I've only ever fiddled with a Beretta, an M4, and an M16. and we don't use M16s anymore. So
I doubt they've let you take apart the. So if you've ever had the 3-position or the not 3-position, but the burst mechanism apart in the AR, it's similar to that, but you can't see what you're doing putting it back together.
Now that works because when I use the burst, I can't see what I'm doing when I'm shooting. So, that makes sense.
Yeah, taking a burst mechanism apart in an M4 is not fun. They kind of suck to get back together. It's there's literally like a ratcheting mechanism in there, and if you don't get it in just right, it doesn't go burst. It just doesn't work. Okay, well there's that.
That's what she said.
You're right. Well, this better work now. Otherwise, if this doesn't work, I gotta shoot if this doesn't work, I gotta shoot a 320 tomorrow, and I'm kind of nervous because it might shoot me.
Just point it in the opposite direction. It's fine.
Yes. I like my 320. Don't get me wrong. At the same time, I know there's always the possibility that it just might randomly shoot me whenever it decides to.
On that uplifting note, how's the weather?
Hot.
You want me to about the heat again?
Is it so hot that you saw a squirrel running down toward the pool to dip its nuts to cool off?
I have not seen a squirrel once since I've been here.
Wow, they're all gone. It's so hot.
I don't think they have squirrels there. They have desert rats, but I don't think they have squirrels where he's at.
Don't call Big D that's not nice.
So last week I was griping about the fact that I can get up to 120 here. I don't remember if I griped about it prior because I didn't write it down, and at this point I don't care. I did feel the worst possible temperature dew point combination that I've ever felt in my life a couple weeks ago, where the temperature was 91 degrees Fahrenheit and the dew point was 87. Didn't even realize that was possible.
How was that even possible? Yeah.
It's possible here. And then I went back and looked at the past 10 years of climatology, and somewhere in there in October of 2023, the dew point hit 98. And I wish I could say that it was in the middle of the night where dew points are generally a little bit higher and everyone's asleep. No, it was like 2 p.m. Yeah, can't imagine.
Our weather is drunk most days, but that weather has been eating way too many IPAs.
I was just curious if when it hit 98 degrees, it was because of you.
Well, at that time I was in Korea, so probably not. What in the actual hell?
What the is that?
Quirky, mischievous vibe. Thank you.
Jolly green giant in the middle. A jolly green Charlie Brown, maybe. I don't know what the.
No. So
Big D's John Wick on the end.
No. So it's in the order they're listed there, apparently. So the dog groomer on the left. The dog
who has a dog for her right hand.
Apparently.
I've got some
I didn't see that before. There's like
These puppies are barking.
Second dog.
I've got some wicked beard game going on there. I like it.
But the troll minister had actually put a little in like a priest outfit with the collar and everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Charlie Brown is clearly the guy on the far right. Yeah. Hey, kidder, for once, AI has me as the bald one of the two of us.
That's what you get when you make fun of others.
Or serve them delicious IPAs.
I'm about to.
There's nothing delicious about this beer, you son of a.
IPA Appreciation Month, the time that brings us all together to swear at others.
Yep, you're damn right. Oh no. No, I got the disconnector in the wrong spot. Son of a. Oh my god, I'm gonna take this
Mr. Falcon.
thing apart again. God. Dang it.
I came to the realization editing the last set of our IPA appreciation videos for this month. Kidder, we need more of the because
Swearing?
Well, not quite swearing, but close. Local Geek gave me this great line of Mr. Falcon from the TV edit of Die Hard, and so going through the last 2 weeks, every time you guys have dropped a particular set of curse words, I can replace it with Mr. Falcon, and it's kind of funny. And I kind of now wish that I had a bunch of like TV edit sort of sound effects for swear words, to add some variety and fun to this show. So that's it was something I kind of wished I had in editing,
Damn it.
so I could replace these fun profanity laced rants with nonsense, utter pure nonsense.
How it feels for me is pure, utter nonsense. Now that I have to take this thing apart again and then put this thing back in. I thought it went in too easy. Great. Now my pick's magnetized. Cool.
Mr. Falcon.
On the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson back in the day, they used to put up a random country flag over the certain swear word and put a random other language word over the top. Tutti frutti.
One of the YouTube channels that comes up on my feed every now and then, they play Magic the Gathering, and they do random characters from Magic the Gathering as their curse words. So, but I kind of like the ridiculousness of like TV edits. I'm gonna have to like Google search like TV curse word edits that are just ridiculous, and then get some of you to say them so I can then replace our curse words with it. It's a project, something to work towards. So
Go in the hole, you son of a.
And on those positive words, Kidder, choice for you: fast food or sci-fi TV?
I mean, I always got to go for sci-fi TV, but the first question I had is, how could the cemetery raise funeral prices due to cost of living?
I'm too drunk to understand what you just said.
Got it.
I saw that headline, and I had the same question.
Wait, that was an actual headline? I didn't see the news today.
It sounds like it could be an actual headline. I would, yeah. Was it in Florida?
There with me, I
That
can't
sounds
remember.
about right.
It's all interesting. And hey, what else is interesting? We've been having a lot of hot takes about IPAs. It's time for a game of Howard's Hot Takes. I'm glad Kidder chose sci-fi TV shows, because I totally meant to do this like 2 weeks ago while he was at the con. We're going sci-fi TV shows. For those who don't know about Howard's Hot Takes, this is a fun segment that I normally try while far more sober than I currently am. I've used AI to generate some questions about sci-fi TV shows that hopefully will elicit some hot takes from our the rest of my cast and crew here. We go through taking turns answering, starting always off with Kidder, because that's fun. And then we will be following in order of Kidder, followed by JS, Big D, and Doc. And all of these will be sci-fi TV show related. So Kidder, you ready for question number 1?
Sure.
What is the most overrated sci-fi TV show?
Sharknado.
I mean, that's a movie. We're looking for like a series,
Well,
something that's
fine.
at least eight episodes
if you want
long.
to break down even more, there's so many of them that I'm like, meh, no, I don't think so.
I would have had I had a guess of what you would have gone with this.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Any of them?
Exactly.
Right. But that's like low-hanging fruit. That's the easy. That's the easy out. We all know it sucks.
Hitter's now Google searching sci-fi TV series.
I missed the hole on the fucking sear.
Whoa. This is a family show.
Damn it.
We're going to go over our fourth curse word and episode average on this one. Kidder, give me
Don't do trivia jobs when you've been drinking IPA, folks.
Hey, save the final thoughts for the end of the show.
There.
I don't even know some of them because I'm very selective in the shows that I watch. So, Sequest.
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 What the
I don't
hell?
know.
All right, JS.
Apparently that had sci-fi pieces into it.
Overrated?
Yep, most overrated sci-fi TV show.
They're in the sea. Where else are they gonna go?
Most overrated.
Sequest. We ended up in the moon. What the? How did you get into the moon from the sea?
But see, overrated implies that there were people that actually liked it. I don't know that anybody actually liked it.
Most overrated sci-fi TV show, not movie, TV show.
Wasn't it on for more than one season? Sequest. And there's a spin-off of Sequest.
Oh dear.
2030. No, I don't know what the hell. Howard's got it. He's got something.
I just laughing at what I thought was just kind of a throwaway funny answer. You're like now ranting about.
I'm gonna get some serious hate.
Yeah, that show. I don't know anything really about it. The show sank just like what the actual sequence should have. JS, what do you got?
I said I'm gonna get some serious hate for this, but Airwolf.
Okay, that's a good pick. That might, although I don't know that you'll get as much hate as Kidder with Sequest. But anyway, Big D.
Babylon 5.
Okay, Babylon. Doc, do you got an overrated sci-fi TV show?
I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it stands up to the level that people put it at. I would say Black Mirror.
Oh, good choice. Good choice.
What was yours, Doc?
Black Mirror.
Black Bear?
Black Mirror. On Netflix.
Oh, I don't watch that, so I don't know.
That's kind of the point.
That's what I haven't seen. I couldn't answer anything on that.
All right.
The only episode of Black Mirror that I watched was the related episode.
Undersnatch. That was like the one that like people were like, "Oh, it's so amazing," and I'm like, "What is this?"
It's the one kind of based off of like Star Trek, I guess, the closest themed to Star Trek.
Of course it was.
It's the only one I watched where dude's got like a crew of all women or something, and he's got them enslaved on the ship.
It's very weird. It's all very weird.
It's his like playtime holodeck essentially, but they're locked in there and they're real. And then they overthrow him.
That's what I dropped.
And it's an anthology series, so like every episode is like a completely different story. But
no,
Yeah,
I dropped my mainspring retaining housing, and I can't find it because I'm mostly drunk.
Really sorry to break that news to you.
I was gonna say, I thought that was the reaction to it's an anthology series. No.
Where the did that go now?
It's on Netflix. Just try to help.
Okay, don't do trigger jobs and drink Raging Furious Imperial IPA.
Again, JS, save it for final thoughts. You're wasting good material here. Anyway, question 2 is going right to JS. The sci-fi TV show with the best world building.
Stargate SG5.
Stargate. Good call. Good call. Big D.
Best world building.
Yep.
Like,
best world building. Best, like, it builds like a good universe, with all the tech, everything like that.
Sci-fi channel or sci-fi show?
It's a TV show. So it could be on any channel. Doesn't have to just be the Sci-Fi channel.
huh.
Although I will tell you, Kidder, my pick for this is a Sci-Fi TV series.
So the knee-jerk reaction would be Star Trek DS9, but to branch out, I'm going to go ahead and say Firefly.
Okay. Good call. Good call.
Doc? You're onto something.
He's struggling with whatever this option is.
I'm between a few, but I'm just going to randomly pick one then. I'm going to say Eureka.
Good call. Good call. Kidder, what do you got for best world building?
See, at first when you said that, I thought that you said Sci-Fi channel world building. And I first thought Riverworld, the one that we never had actually finished, because that was way better than the one they made to finish the show. And then I thought Defiance, because that was a really good show.
That would have been my pick.
And Eureka, also very good in the world building, even when they brought Will Wheaton into the fold.
Eureka was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It kind of lost its way in there for the season 5, but the first 3 seasons were really good.
They split their focus with the spinoff, and they should have just stayed, because Warehouse 13 was a spinoff, and then they had both going, and it was like, no, focus your creative energy on just one show.
And that would be my next piece of the Warehouse 13 spinoff, which had some really good moments into it. But of course, for my top pick has to be Star Trek.
I figured, and I'm not going to ask you to narrow it down to which exact Star Trek show.
Canon, that's what. Not this alternate universe, like Kelvin timeline bull from 2009.
Deep Space Nine.
Is that going to include, though, Enterprise, where the Xindi make a world-destroying?
That was part of canon. That was in the timeline. That's in canon. It's timeline. It's the prime timeline.
Because that's a pure ripoff of Star Wars.
Listen. It was in response to 9/11, and I have a song that I should play from you from the Rat Pack talking about the Xindi.
We don't got time for that. We got to go to question 3, throwing it to Big D, and it's a sci-fi TV show that got canceled too soon. Too soon. Should have kept going.
Well, I gotta reuse my last answer. That'd be Firefly.
That would be an easy one. Doc, sci-fi TV show that got canceled too soon.
Warehouse 13.
Good choice. Good choice. Kidder.
So it's getting it's going, and
first one I think of was Defiance, because that one kind of just disappeared.
Yep.
And then I can't remember the name of the other show. I mean, there's been so many of them. Almost Human was fantastic on Fox. That one was canceled way too early. I'm trying to remember what the name of the show was on USA, and the aliens built walls around like districts in different areas of the country. That was very interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
JS, a sci-fi TV show canceled too early.
I need a new seer. Stargate. I really liked that show as a child. That was one of my like Saturday night binge watching things. Was one of the nights I actually got to like stay up and watch TV. It was like Stargate, then it was Mad TV, and then it was VIP. Stargate.
Didn't Stargate run for like 13 years?
I don't.
Probably, yes.
We didn't have Xena Warrior Princess, one or the other.
Stargate SG-1, Stargate Atlantis, some other Stargate.
SG-1's the only one I remember. I actually have their patrol rifles in my closet. The little like Beretta PX4 Storm. I have one.
You call me a nerd. For the record, that show was Colony, by the way.
I'll say you guys all gave great answers, but clearly the correct answer on this was Star Trek Discovery.
Troll.
I don't know what that is.
I'll put it this way:
discovered it yet?
This show is nearly 5 years old, and like we spent a good like 3-4 years about how terrible Star Trek Discovery was. I didn't even watch the show, and I got like PTSD about Star Trek Discovery from listening to Kidder describe it. Anyway,
cool.
Moving on to Doc for question 4. What is the most underrated sci-fi TV show? So a show that doesn't get the credit it deserves.
Underrated?
Yep.
Eureka.
Good choice.
Eureka.
Kidder, an underrated TV show.
I'd also like to clarify, related to the last series, that I was talking to a Star Trek actor who is in one of the newer series who mentioned to me about how Discovery was so bad. And even he didn't like it. And I'm like, wow, man. Yeah. Why is she crying all the time? I'm like, I know. Why?
Because of you.
Yeah, me. Very sad. Very sad. The Expanse would be my number one because it should still be on the air. Should still be on. And then Almost Human is a close second.
Good choice. Good choice. I should not be playing with this stuff. JS, most underrated sci-fi TV show. That's not Stargate.
That was perfect. Not even intentional. Feature Howard will have to edit that out because YouTube land will go crazy over that one. Underrated?
Underrated. Deserves more love.
VIP. Valerie Irons' Protection. It had Pamela Anderson as the main character. She had a group of
a group of what?
She had a group of security personnel and a early stage Dodge Viper that would change into a bulletproof stealth car.
Wait, wasn't that Viper? Are you getting both of them combined? Because the IPAs are one with your brain. Because Viper was bulletproof and he ran around as like a Knight Rider knockoff.
I was getting them confused. It was Viper and then it was VIP at night. Show.
Yeah, because VIP Pamela Anderson, and it's quite titillating, and you know the dress is and saving the universe from bad bra straps, and then you got VIP that would change into different versions of a Dodge Viper.
I thought they were the same show.
Well, they were mirrored the same, just one had, let's just say, B cups, and one had double D cups.
Oh, God. Yeah. That was my childhood. Yep.
I mean, I grew up on Baywatch too after I discovered David Hasselhoff. So there's that.
Well,
Yeah.
was on a different channel. I didn't get that one, but
When you look at me like that, you know it's true.
Yeah, it's the after discovered David Hasselhoff. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
Knight
most
Rider.
people when they watch it was like,
Look, I was like 9, okay? So it was Knight Rider, David Hasselhoff, and Kit, and of course it's Principal, what's his name from Boy
Feeney.
Meets World? Yeah, Principal Feeney, excuse me. And then it's like, oh man, he's on this show. And I'm like, okay, they got like police cars and flashing lights and the boat and David Hasselhoff, and he's like saving, and man, he's got a hairy chest. And then there's a lot of ladies.
Question: how many David Hasselhoff albums do you own?
It's 0,
All of them.
actually.
All of them.
he's got them all digitally on Spotify. Yeah, check out the Kidder show
Yeah.
on Spotify for all your David Hasselhoff.
Kidder Show is nothing but David Hasselhoff for 75 hours.
I mean, I think there are a couple on there.
And I've listened to 74 of them.
Hasselhoff's not the only big thing in Germany.
We definitely
That's
gotta
what her.
keep- we
That's
gotta
what her
keep-
name is.
Keep doing Howard's hot takes after all drinking like highly high APV beverages, because this has been great.
If I didn't have this class tomorrow, I probably would have had that other pounder, but then things would have gotten really out of hand.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Anyway, Big D,
Yeah, this has been so tame and subdued.
most underrated sci-fi TV show.
Just a troll kidder. I'm just going to say Star Trek Discovery, which I'm pretty sure the finale dragged on about as long as Star Trek the Motion Picture.
Damn it, Big D. That was going to be my answer. I guess I'll stick with Defiance. Defiance was a great show that just never got the love, man. I did love that show. This brings us to our last question, and going back to Kidder. Kidder, the sci-fi TV show with the best special effects for its time.
For its time.
For its time. Which, because you gotta, it's hand waving, sometimes those early sci-fi TV shows, they didn't have much of a budget. And so,
Right.
sure, they stuck a plunger on their monster of the week, and, we
Yeah.
accepted that.
I can't go with Doctor Who. I'm sorry. I would have to go with Star Trek, because in each of the generations of the show, they've done groundbreaking special effects in each of the eras, from originally using motion picture technology at a TV budget and new techniques there, which then became Hollywood standards for special effects leading into the next generation. Again, the same thing happened all the way up to current technology, where Strange New Worlds and even Starfleet Academy, the new show that'll premiere in 2026, they're using a virtual reality wall where they are filming it, a giant room of LEDs and whatnot. And so they're filming it as if it is in real life. And the way that it projects behind the actors, they're able to act and react to things that are in the environment. And that has previously just been blue screen, green screen. Now it's actually LEDs that are around you, and you get the immense feeling that you are on a different planet or in a different universe or whatever the case is.
All right. JS, best special effects for its time?
Best special effects. Does it have to be a sci-fi movie?
Yes. Well, and a TV show.
Oh,
Sci-fi.
best special effects TV show.
Correct.
Viper. They would drive at a wall, but you had to hit 90 miles an hour in order for the wall to open, and you didn't just slam into a wall.
I mean, they did that in the 70s. It was just called Batman starring Adam West, but, you know.
No.
Oh, I need the bat shark spray.
It was the bat shark repellent spray.
Bat shark repellent spray. You are correct.
Yes, I am. Okay, that sounded very boastful. Anyway, Big D, best special effects for its time.
Well, you kind of previewed it, and maybe it's not a special effect, but I don't care. I'm going to go ahead and say the Batman series with Adam West, because every time he punched a Joker in the face, the big splat came up on the screen.
Oh.
I enjoyed it.
You're stealing my answer, Big D. I'm not really happy. I had that one in the back. Oh, damn it. Anyway,
Troller's going to troll, Howard.
Just shake it off, man. Anyway,
Shake it off.
I would go with the original Twilight Zone series.
Sparkling vampires?
For its time.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone, not Twilight.
Correct.
I would throw in that same line since Big D stole my answer. Outer Limits. Okay. I remember watching the hell out of Outer Limits when I was a kid. I don't remember the special effects were any good, but and in fact, I don't even remember a single episode of the Outer Limits. I just remember watching the Outer Limits.
I do remember watching the Outer Limits. The one that sticks into my brain were like these big, I don't know, like mutant sewer people that came out of the sewers. They broke into this house and they murdered the people in the house and then went back into the sewers. That was the only one that sticks out to me. You guys are like, what the fuck?
I mean, I don't remember it. I mean, Outer Limits was kind of one of those, it was on at an hour that, if you were up to watch the Outer Limits, it was because, you were doing, a sleepover and staying up really late. And I just don't remember, probably because it was, at that point, you're, sleep deprived and running on Mountain Dew and Cheetos and, but I remember that Outer Limits was a thing and used to watch it every now and then.
I introduced my son to 007 for N64 a couple weeks ago.
Ooh.
And then proceeded to just wipe the floor with him.
Okay, I gotta ask the question, which character?
Well, since we only had the normal ones unlocked, I think I was either Bond or General Oromov, one or the other. I was the person that picked Odd Job, but I'm only 3 feet tall, so
I get it. You identified with him. Yeah.
Yes, it was very much me. So, but yes, lately the last round I was either Bond or General Oromov, and I think he ended up being Natalia, kind of by default.
Yeah, I always played as Baron Samedi. That was always or Jaws.
I did like Jaws. Yep.
Because those were my two favorite henchmen from the movies, was both Jaws and Baron Samedi.
We played grenade launchers in the complex. It was bad.
Grenade launchers aren't terrible.
He'd spawn and be like, "I know where you are." He'd make it one corner, and I'd dump a grenade in the corner. It was bad.
The one that was always bad in GoldenEye was the golden gun.
Yes, that one too.
Because when you play with somebody who is really good, and I, growing up, I had a friend named Pat. Pat was the nicest guy in the world. Still is. But when it came to Goldeneye, the guy was a real bastard. And like we would play 3-on-1. And because you couldn't beat him. And if it was Golden Gun, I mean, he'd like whip around a corner, shoot you, and run off, and you're just like, God damn, Pat. You know, he was phenomenal with that. And
how much time we got left in this episode, Howie?
Roughly 6 minutes 27 seconds.
Cool. I am not gonna drink another IPA because that shit. I'm gonna pull out a Natter Days. But what I am going to pull out are these. These are a 1.5-year-old Ghost Pepper Black Crisp limited edition Mamie Flaming Spicy Madness chips.
That I brought back for him.
That Kidder brought back for me. It is all in Japanese, Chinese, Korean, I don't know.
Look at these.
Send me a screenshot.
Yeah, that looks fun.
Can't tell.
Yeah, it's so small I can't even focus on it.
All I can tell you is that it's not Korean. That's the only thing I could say definitively.
Daebak? Yeah, I don't know. They're hot. I know that. So
I almost threw up.
So I'm gonna open another one of the greatest beers in the planet, a Natter Day, and I'm gonna have that for a palate cleanser. I'm gonna move the spicy things. Oh God, I think I might regret this.
So my prediction is you're going to be extruding fire tomorrow in 2 ways after you consume that.
They more just taste like stale. Tastes like a Pringles.
Nice. And
I'm very anticlimactic.
I'm gonna pop open this Killer Sunrise.
Yeah, that
mission to get these out of my fridge.
I mean, they were they were well sealed, so I don't think they're like not old, but they're. I don't know if it's just my overwhelming love of spicy things, or if the IPA has just completely sodomized my taste buds. They're warm, but I wish my son was here so I could give him one to get a neutral answer. How you could mix one of these with your mushrooms, and yeah.
I'm becoming a fan of mushroom jerky. The more IPA I drink, the more I'm like, shrooms.
That'll do it.
Not
hipster.
Do not listen to the IPAs. The mushroom jerky is not good.
That feels very Portland. I'm gonna sip my IPA and munch on my mushroom jerky. So
I now
next time we go visit Mrs. D's family, I'm gonna see if that's actually happening elsewhere up in Portland.
I'm not gonna lie, I might go buy more in a different flavor to see if if other flavors are better. Tune in next week.
I feel like these would be really spicy.
Is bad, Howard. Okay.
Like I feel like these would be really spicy for other people. Like they're warm. Like my mouth is tingly. I really want to give these to my son when he gets home tomorrow. Maybe I'll record the reaction and you can put it on. But I feel like these would be spicy for others. The IPA has just killed it.
It ruined you forever.
I don't really want to play delivery guy. Otherwise, I'd send you and Kidder each a bit of mushroom jerky.
No, No, I'm okay.
This needs to be experienced. I
Oh.
can't be the only one.
I'll continue to eat my spicy chips. You can keep your mushroom.
Oh, come on. Join us. Join us.
No, have some of these. These are better.
Join Howard as he microdoses live on.
Speaking of things that don't taste as you'd expect, so I was back in Grand Forks last week because we went for they did a dedication for Chris Dingle. So the housing office has moved. It's now that little attachment to the University Place apartments when they built them. That was like the coffee grounds or stomping grounds part 2. That's now been remodeled, and that's actually the new housing office. And so they planted like this really nice tree outside, and there's this really like beautiful plaque that they put in for him. But we went to the Toasted Frog, and one of the things that
Pickles.
I always loved. Well, yeah, we had the pickles, and they were still good. But I always loved their garlic wasabi mashed potatoes. And they've clearly changed the recipe because it was like all wasabi, no garlic. I couldn't even like finish it. It was just, ugh. And I like wasabi, but it was like literally just eating whipped wasabi. Not good at all. Also, Kidder, have you seen the new McVeigh Hall? That was my first time seeing it. It's ridiculous.
Just driven by it.
Ridiculously beautiful and amazing, but still ridiculous.
Yes. Air conditioning. How do they need AC?
Like twice the size that it was. I don't want to be the hall doctor in that building now. Even though it's much nicer, I don't want to have that many residents.
So, fun fact, I have never been to the Toasted Frog.
Same. I have never been there as myself.
I haven't been to the Grand Forks Toasted Frog.
Is that the only one left? Or is the farther one?
Yeah. I went to the one here a couple times when it was open.
I smell a road trip. Let's take this show on the road, gents.
Yes, after we sober up.
I mean, they still had their amazing martini list, and we were commenting that like we're pretty sure that the prices hadn't even gone up. Like, it hadn't been back there in like over 10 years, and I'm pretty sure the prices were still pretty much the same.
Nice. Last time I was in the Gilly, I just about got into a bar fight.
Well, Gillies isn't there anymore. So.
Gilly anymore? What is it now?
What is it now? I don't know what it is now, but it's not Gillies.
Chicken barley, I think. I never actually went in. The only thing that I heard is that the reviews of what replaced Gillies is not that great. Not that Gillies was great to begin with, but you know.
No,
Really great if you wanted to go get in a bar fight or get stabbed.
Guaranteed bar fight if you went.
Although
or get herpes.
We stayed at the Olive Ann, which is a new downtown hotel that they built. It's all like very aviation themed. It was really, really cool, really beautiful hotel that's now like part of the Marriott collection. But so I saw some of the stuff that changed. So the what used to be the Dakota Harvest Bakers is now Half Brothers Brewing. We didn't have time to stop in there, but so now there's like a brewery and like tasting room like right there in downtown Grand Forks.
Is the brown paper bag still there?
It's called Romantics now, and yes, it is, because we walked over to Widman's and it's still there on the corner. So
nice. I thought the brown paper bag was an very elegant name.
And on this trip down the good old nostalgia lane, Kidder, we've been talking for quite a while. It's nearly midnight. It is time we wrap this show up. And to do that, we need some cheap plugs and final thoughts and all the things we do to close off this show.
Sure. Yeah.
Holly, I found one more thing. I have a Bean Boozled challenge.
Oh no. Watched my niece do that about 10 years ago. It did not go well.
Pomegranate or Old Bandage? That's
Old Bandage.
Come on, Old Bandage. Come on, Old Bandage.
Terrible. All right. Here we go. my god, I want to drink gun cleaner. Oh.
Oh, I love this time of year.
Kidder, though, we did make sure that we had dinner at China Garden, and we ordered the cream cheese wontons. Why? Why did we order?
Because there's more cream cheese.
They're full of cream cheese. Yes.
Full of more cream cheese. Love it.
Okay.
JS, you want to give another one a shot before?
Well, you go yourself.
I'm just asking. Maybe you get the taste out of your mouth.
You could try another one of the same color and hope you get pomegranate.
No, no. And if I spin it again, I'm either gonna get dead fish or barf. So nope, that. I'm done. Damn it! That was worse than the IPA. I will take spicy chips any day over that. Oh, that was bad.
Before we go, I've seen reports. I haven't actually watched it, but I've seen the reports. DC has retconned Peacemaker's finale for season 1. And I haven't watched it, but seeing it, I'm like, this is why you had to make 2 movies with the same title, because it was that bad. So stop things up.
Peacemaker is great. If
My
you
only
like,
my only thing with the whole being boozled thing is like, who is out there like checking that it actually tastes like an old bandage or that it actually tastes like dead fish? I don't want
that either gets paid way more than I do or way less than I do. And if that's the case, I feel bad for that person.
I'm guessing that they just like make the most terrible tasting thing they can, like just flavor wise, and then they give it to somebody and they like, yeah, that tastes like a dead fish. You know,
No, this straight up tasted like a bandage. Like, don't ask me why I've had one in my mouth before, but I have.
I was gonna say, do you regularly chew on Band-Aids? Is that
I mean, you know, I don't ask what you do in your free time, okay?
Listen, I got flack for mushroom jerky, and you're like, oh, yeah, I've a Band-Aid. I know the flavor well.
Yeah.
He gets injured a lot, okay?
Yeah, that straight up tasted like a Band-Aid. That was terrible. 10 out of 10. Do not recommend.
That's why you don't gamble and lose. You never trust a fart either. So with that,
the house always wins.
The house always wins. Yes, unless you're at home or not at home. Yeah. So let's see. With that sage advice, beerbluesbs.com is the website. Visit that. We'd love for you to like, share, and subscribe. Facebook, Instagram, all the things. If you would, please help us at, again, Facebook, Instagram, Beer Blues MBS. Please like us. Please share it. Also, if you're in the mood for giving, we would love to take your money with some merchandise or just donate it to us to help keep the show going at streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs, streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. Buy some stuff, and as little as $1 a month can help keep a thirsty podcast host quenched. So we've come to the time of the show with the final thoughts, and let's head to tomorrow with Big D.
Well, Big D's final thoughts. So, as we wrap up this month of IPA appreciation, just remember, life is like a good beer. Savor the moment. You appreciate the craft, and you enjoy the company you're with. Or someone hands you a beer that tastes like a pine cone that's been set on fire. You might be JS or Mark Kidder during IPA Appreciation Month, but at least we got a good story to tell. Howard and I will drink to mostly anything, so will Kidder, as long as it's not an IPA. JS, I get the feeling you're probably going to be huddled up with your natter days at the corner, rocking yourself to sleep, especially after the pain you just inflicted on yourself. And Doc, for the next PhD and dissertation that you work on, you got great data as to the effect direct and indirect, of IPA on various consumers right here at the Triple B. So cheers to the journey, the good, the bad, and the delightfully happy.
Thanks for that AI slop. All right, let's continue our journey back to the present to see if he's recovered. JS Gunslinger, words of wisdom.
I think I need another spicy chip because that actually cleaned my palate pretty good. The chips actually tasted pretty good. So in that thing where I said if you're going to do something, do it the right way. I have put about 4,000 to 6,000 rounds through this gun since I did the last trigger job on it, and pipes are getting a little worn out. So now I'm getting hammer follow, and I think I'm just gonna buy the fancy one. And so if you're gonna do something, do it right. So buy the fancy one, and then go kick some ass with a weird gun. And how about? Don't be afraid to be weird, because there's nothing wrong with being the weird guy.
Yeah.
I strung 6 together there. I don't know. I'm IPA'd out.
Lots of thoughts and pee. All right, let's head out west now. Like a TARDIS stuck in the truck universe. Doc. That's an Easter egg. You'll know if you know.
What?
Timey, wimey, wibbly wobbly being stuck together. You know, things and places. What are you thinking about?
I mean, I feel like I'll just sort of riff on what I already shared. The house always wins, so make sure it's your house.
And you're in the bathroom.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Okay. All right. Speaking of not wanting to know, Howard Blues.
I'm not gonna lie. All of these IPAs are hitting me very hard. So let's keep it short. Let's keep it sweet. Eat more mushroom.
No.
Back to you, Kidder.
He's gonna puke in that tent. All right. So for Big D, JS Gunslinger, the Doc spitting the knowledge, and Howie Blues, I'm still Mark Kidder. Thanks for being here for this and every episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. There's free beer tomorrow. Just keep your glass at least half full, and we will catch you later on down the anti-mushroom Tuscan Highway. No fungi here. Have a great one, and we'll see you on the next episode of Beer, Blues, and BS.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
Hooray, we made it.
Oh, you son of a... That Band-Aid thing was horrible. Oh my god.
I hate those.
You did it to yourself.
I'm just glad I didn't get the barf one, because that one legitimately tastes like vomit, and I probably would have.
Oh, he disappeared.
He got so disgusted and booted him out of the meeting.
He just keeps coming back.
I know. I finally got the charger for my fancy headset, and I keep touching the damn button. I finally got the charger for my fancy headset again, and I keep touching the button and hanging up.
You know, Mark, now that McVeigh is built with air conditioning, if we lived there now, you wouldn't need your special device that I pretended that I never knew existed.
My HD TV.
Your HD TV that lived under a blanket that never came out from underneath there.
In the middle of the room.
What HD TV? I know nothing going on in Mark's room.
No idea what that is.
Well, and I was surprised that year because were you in the same suite as Kyle next to him? Because he was like, because he would actually come and knock on my apartment door and try and tell me my TV was too loud, and I was like, dude, I'm your boss. Calm down.
Yep. Well, half the time when he'd complain, you were sitting in there watching TV with me.
Well, no, but he would come knock on my apartment door and tell me my TV was too loud, and I was like, I'm the only person who lives on this floor. So if you're in the office and you can hear my TV in the office, I'm not concerned about that because nobody should be in the office but staff. But he would literally knock on my door from the office and say, your TV's a bit loud. And I'm like, dude, just go to bed. Oh yeah, he used to always come and complain to you about your bass. Your bass is too loud. Your bass is too loud. And there was one time I was actually in your room and he came in and was like, the bass is too loud. And I was like, really? I'm sitting right here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a couple times, not just once.
He was a character. He was inherited staff. I didn't hire him, so.
All right, bro, calm down. It's fine.
Yeah, my guy came to my room one day and I answered the door with a bayonet and a pineapple and went, once.